I'm laying in my bed at home, and a bird came in through the window. And this bird told me to recite this poem to all of you here tonight. The poem is... Oh, there's a bit of pond there. Oh. And this poem is The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently tapping at my chamber door, and 'tis some visitor, I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. This it is, and nothing more. And how distinctly I remember it was in a bleak December, and each separate dying ember had wrought its ghost upon the floor. Eagerly I wished the morrow, vainly I had sought to borrow from my books surcease of sorrow, sorrow for the lost Lenore, for the rare and radiant maiden whom the angels named Lenore, nameless here forevermore. And the silken, sad, uncertain rustling of each purple curtain thrilled me, filled me with fantastic terrors never felt before, so that now, to still the beating of my heart, I stood repeating, 'tis some visitor, entreating entrance at my chamber door, some late night visitor, entreating entrance at my chamber door. This it is, and little more. And presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating then no longer. Sir, said I, or madam, truly your forgiveness I implore. But the fact is I was napping, and so faintly you came tapping, so gently you came rapping, tapping at my chamber door, that I scarce was sure I heard you. Here I opened wide the door, darkness there, and nothing more. Deep into the darkness, peering, long I stood there, wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortal ever dared to dream before. But the silence was unbroken, and the stillness gave no token, and the only word there spoken was a whispered word, Lenore. This I whispered, and an echo murmured back the word Lenore. Only this, and nothing more. Back into the chamber turning, now my soul within me burning. Soon again I heard a tapping, somewhat louder than before. Surely, said I, surely that is something at my window lattice. Let me see then what thereat is, and this mystery explore. Let my heart be still a moment, and this mystery explore. 'Tis the wind, and nothing more. And open here I flung the shutter, when with many a flirt and flutter in there stepped a stately raven from the saintly days of yore. Not the least obeisance made he, not a minute stopped or stayed he, but with mien of lord or lady, perched upon my chamber door, perched upon a bust of Pallas, just above my chamber door it perched and sat, and nothing more. And this ebony bird, beguiling my sad fancy into smiling, by the grave and stern decorum of the countenance it wore. Though thy crest be shorn and shaven, thou, I said, art sure no craven, ghastly, grim, and ancient raven, wandering from the nightly shore, tell me what thy lordly name is on the night's Plutonian shore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Much I marveled this ungainly fowl to hear discourse so plainly, though in its answer little meaning, little relevancy bore. But we cannot help agreeing that no living human being was ever so blessed with seeing this bird above their chamber door, bird or beast above the sculptured bust above their chamber door, with such a name as Nevermore. And the raven sitting lonely on that placid bust spoke homely, that one word as if his soul in that one word he did outpour. Nothing further than he uttered, not a feather then he fluttered, till I scarcely more than muttered, other friends have flown before, on the morrow you will leave me, as my hopes have flown before. Then the bird said, nevermore. Startled at the stillness broken by a reply so aptly spoken, doubtless what you utter, 'tis only stock in store caught by some unhappy master, whom unmerciful disaster followed fast and followed faster, till his songs one burden bore, till the dirges of his hope that melancholy burden bore of never, nevermore. But this ebony bird still beguiling all of my sad soul into smiling, straight I wheeled a cushioned seat in front of bird and busted door, and upon the velvet sinking I betook myself to linking fancy unto fancy thinking, with this ominous bird of yore, with this grim, ungainly, ghastly, gaunt and ominous bird of yore, meant in croaking. nevermore. This I sat, engaged in guessing, but no syllable expressing, to the fowl whose fiery eyes now burnt into my bosom's core, and this and more I sat divining with my head, as he's reclining on the cushion's velvet lining that the lamplight gloated o'er. But whose velvet violet lining did the lamplight gloat o'er? Oh no, she shall press up, nevermore. Then, methought the air grew denser, perfumed by an unseen censer, swung by seraphim, whose footfalls tinkled on the tufted floor. Wretch, I cried, thy God hath lent thee, by these angels he hath sent thee respite and nepenthe from these memories of Lenore. Quaff, oh quaff this kind nepenthe, and forget this lost Lenore, quoth the raven, nevermore. Prophet, said I, thing of evil, prophet still, if bird or devil, whether tempter sent or whether tempest tossed thee here ashore, desolate, yet all undaunted on this desert island, enchanted on this home, by horror haunted. Tell me truly, I implore, is there balm in Gilead? Tell me, I implore, quoth the raven, nevermore. Prophet, said I, thing of evil, prophet still, if bird or devil, by the heaven that bends above us, by that God we both adore, tell a soul with sorrow laden, if within the distant Aden it shall clasp a saintly maiden, whom the angels name Lenore, clasp a rare and radiant maiden, whom the angels name Lenore, quoth the raven, nevermore. Be that word or sign of parting, bird or fiend, I shrieked upstarting. Get back into the tempest on the night's Plutonian shore. Leave no black plume as a token of that lie thy soul hath spoken. Leave my loneliness unbroken. Quit the bust above my door. Take thy beak from out my heart, and take thy form from off my door, quoth the raven, nevermore. And the raven, never flitting, still is sitting on that pallid busted palace, just above my chamber door, and his eyes with all the seeming of a demon that is dreaming, and the lamplight o'er him streaming casts a shadow on the floor, and my soul from out thy shadow that lies floating on the floor shall be lifted nevermore.